I'm Tiger Height, and I'm here to make AEW Collision and Pro Wrestling Majestic again. Can we just get rid of this damn show? Like, seriously? There's just zero direction with it. They're just throwing matches together. This is just Rampage 2.0, just with maybe arguably better talent. That's pretty much it. Is anybody legitimately going out of their way to try to watch it? The only reason that I watch Collision legitimately is because I do these reviews. That's it. Let's just get through this. Let's start off with an TNT Championship match between Darby Allin, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage. You could have done this at any other time, and it would have made 1,000% more sense. Dynamite, definitely. Rampage, not really, but it's fine. Even at Wrestle Dream, which is literally next week, and you're doing this now. Are you be joking? Then they made the announcement that Christian Cage is defending the title against Darby Allin in a 2 out of 3 falls match at Wrestle Dream. What was the point of this? Was this just so Christian can have the title? Like, legitimately have the title? Because remember, Luchasaurus is the champion, and he hasn't even touched the title. This was essentially a handicap match. What the actual F was the point of this? Seriously. What I would have done was have Christian versus Lucha, Christian telling Luchasaurus to lay down for him, then Darby Allin comes out and attacks. That's how you set up that match. Instead of this, Darby Allin hit the coffin drop, but Christian Cage snuck in and pinned Luchasaurus. So I guess now Christian is legitimately the TNT champion. And now he's going to be facing Darby Allin for the title at Wrestle Dream. The point of this match was nothing. It was just a hardcore match. Orange Cassidy thumbs up, and that's being really effing nice. Let's use Rob Van Dam in a random tag match against 2.0 who suck and Hook who's literally a whatever sandwich. He is dead in the water as it relates to momentum. So this is how we're using Rob Van Dam now. God, at the very least, the first time it was a singles match that made sense. This does not make any sense. The match was fine, 5-star frog splash for the win, Orange Cassidy thumbs down. Our next matchup here was Kiera Hogan taking on Julia Hart. Julia Hart has been picking up wins on Rampage, so nobody's been watching it. Then all of a sudden, she gets a TBS championship match for Wrestle Dream. This pay-per-view is shaping up to be fucking awful. Like, seriously? And there's nothing against Julia Hart. She's actually really been impressing me. She's been doing decent moves. She has a decent moveset. I really like her entrance. I'm really starting to dig it. But this TBS champion has been pretty much dead since Jade Cargill. Legitimately dead. And now it's on a pay-per-view. This title's been defended like 3 or 4 times a week up until literally this week. It's so effing dumb. And if you think that putting it on a pay-per-view is going to help its actual credibility as a champion to actually go for, you're wasting your time. With all of this momentum, Julia Hart should be going after Saraya, right? Oh my God. It was the Hart Lock for Julia to win. This match was a nothing burger. The challenge was made. Does Julia Hart only say the one thing, the house always wins? I mean, Brody King was the one who actually issued the challenge on behalf of Julia Hart, and it was actually cut fairly well. I think Brody is a good promo. This is sucked. It was lame. Thumbs down. Oh, thank God. Jay White, Andrade El Idolo, they built to this match on here on Collision, and then they did the match. They gave it plenty of time, and it was very good. This was a good damn match. Blade Runner, after a distraction for the win. Bullet Club Gold has made this show their show, but still, they win. They're picking up wins, like significant wins, over and over and over again, and that's great. But where is it leading to? Is Jay White going to be going for the AEW World Champion at some point in time? No. MJF is playing around with the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. He is the World Champion. I want to see MJF and Jay White. Why is that hard? And Andrade didn't look bad in this match. Thank God. Oh my God, thank God. It gets a full thumbs up. For the AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR versus the Workhorsemen. The Workhorsemen just challenged FTR to these titles, and they were granted such. What the actual hell, dude? I just sit there scratching my head. The Collision is nothing. God, this just made me sad. I mean, FTR had that barn burner, freaking awesome match against Bullet Club Gold, and at least Bullet Club Gold earned that opportunity by winning matches on mainstream. These two have been barely wrestling on Ring of Honor television. And they're going after the AEW World Tag Team Champions, not the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Oh no, we gotta save that one for the pay-per-view. And actually, fun fact, these titles are on the line at the pay-per-view. So this was for reasons, legitimately for reasons. Because you really think the Workhorsemen are going to be facing Aussie Open for the Tag Team Champions? That's laughable. Powerbomb Sharpshooter for the win. The match was wrestled. It was a legitimate nothing burger. Thumbs down. I can't believe I gave an FTR match a thumbs down. And in our main event, wasting Bryan Danielson's time here against Ricky Starks, Texas Death Match. If you wanted to do this, great. Do it at WrestleDream. Why is Bryan Danielson wrestling random matches? Finite amount of time. He is a draw. People go out of their way to watch this guy. And you have him on Collision, where there's probably going to be 400,000 viewers, barely, maybe. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Why don't you put him on Dynamite in this kind of a match and actually draw some viewers? Last week they did fine, 900,000. Cool. That was Grand Slam. Also, this match wasn't as good as their strap match, which is still fresh in my mind as one of the better matches that I've seen. They just did this. Busaiku knee with a chain for the win. What else can I say about this? It gets an Orange Cassidy thumbs up, and that's being nice, to be honest with you. It's just such a waste. Why don't we just have Bryan Danielson in just really good straight-up matches with those dream stipulations? You have it for Zack Sabre Jr. We already saw Ricky Starks. Great. How about somebody else? How about somebody new? We've seen Bryan Danielson face Ricky Starks in one way or another 3 times in the last 2 weeks. And that was Collision. Let me know what you thought about not only Collision, but my video in the comments either down below or right over here next to me. Become a patron, get hats, follow all the social media links. All of that will be in the description or in the bio of this channel. And also follow and subscribe. And as always, be majestic.